Welcome to March 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is our brunch for today. I did not prepare anything for breakfast last night, and so I know a couple kids had smoothies, but we're hungry now, and so I made a brunch. So we have some eggs and some freezer pancakes, and I like to top mine with cottage cheese and a little maple syrup. And that's what's for our brunch today. I will see you at dinner. Alright, here is what is for dinner. Thursday, March 2nd. There is a lot of food pantry stuff here, and I really wanted to kind of illustrate how this works. So first of all, we have some fish that I got last month from the food pantry. It's been sitting in my freezer. So we have that. I made a sauce to kind of go on top using a canned mushroom, again, most likely from the food pantry, and some spinach and garlic, also from food pantry, and onion, also from food pantry. There's heavy whipping cream in here. That was actually from a guy at work. So my husband brought that home. We have a green bean casserole. The green beans were also from the food pantry last year, and all those green beans, I had to clean them up and then I canned them. I did buy the these things. I can't think of their name. I did purchase those at Aldi a couple days ago. There's some milk in here that's from the food pantry, the shelf-stable milk. Sounds like my dryer is ready for me to make a switch. Then we have some greens. This is also from the food pantry. This is from last week, so we're going to eat some of that. It's been really good greens. And then we have some garlic bread. So this is like a really, full meal. But a lot of it is just food pantry things, maybe not in 1 week, but when you take the time to preserve everything, then over time you can have like a really nice meal like this. This is clearance bread from Walmart, and I just made some garlic bread. I just threw, pats of butter on it all, sprinkled some garlic, sprinkled some Parmesan cheese, a little salt and garlic powder, and there we go. We have some garlic bread to go with dinner tonight. And that's what's going to be for dinner. So for breakfast today, Thursday, March something or another, 16th, I made a quiche, and we are having quiche for breakfast. I forgot I'm supposed to be filming meals. First of all, we've just had a few days where we're not feeling good, so now I'm back at showing you what I've made. So for breakfast, I did Walls of Jericho, Dutch Baby, whatever you want to call it. Made it for the first time. It was kind of a brunch. So far for our family, nobody really likes it. Now let me show you what we are doing for dinner. We're keeping it very simple. We have white rice. I put chicken together using this orange chicken, and then we're going to have it with some asparagus, and that's what we're going to have today, Monday, March 13th. Hello, today is Tuesday, and the day got away from me. Had company today, and that just means I never remembered to pick up the camera. So for breakfast, we had a couple of different things going on. A couple of kids made themselves some eggs. A couple of the girls the only two girls, made themselves some smoothies. And the kid that you heard sneezing, which would be my youngest, he and I finished the Dutch babies that I made yesterday, which is, again, I probably won't make that one again. I know it seems to be like a favorite, but maybe I should try a different flour. Maybe a different flour would help. But anyway, that was breakfast. For lunch, because I had company, I make fried rice. It's just what I do. I can make a bunch of it very inexpensively. So we made fried rice for lunch, and then for dinner we're gonna do leftovers. I have some of this. It's kind of basically like leftover beef stew. Yeah, we're gonna finish that up for dinner. I am preparing breakfast because tomorrow's food truck day. So I took a flopped gluten-free bread recipe. I was posting that on Instagram, so if you saw that, this is one of the flopped ones. And I turned it into another French toast bake. So that's what we're going to have for breakfast tomorrow. Also for dinner tonight, the pie crust that I bought to kind of try to make a beef pot pie out of that beef stew we don't like, I decided it was wasteful and gave the beef stew away. And I turned those pie crusts into an apple pie for Pie Day. So that's what we have going on. Because Wednesdays are pretty chaotic, I remember to take the chicken out to defrost for tomorrow's meal. And that's what we have going on, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome to Friday. I did not get to filming this morning. Hello, handsome. So let me get to telling you what we had for breakfast and lunch. For breakfast, we had some boiled eggs, and we had some muffins that I had in the freezer. Thank goodness for those days. And then for lunch, I made with the food pantry, I made this baked mac and cheese that turned out really good. What I was trying to do was kind of create a Pizza Hut pasta copycat, because that is one of my favorite pastas before they changed the recipe. They changed the recipe, y'all. It doesn't taste like it used to. And it's almost there. Definitely needs a lot more pepper and a little bit less cheese than what I added to it. But it was really good. So that was breakfast and that was lunch. We're halfway to dinner. And I probably, focus. We're halfway to dinner, and I will probably use tonight for leftovers. We need to clean out the fridge, and I don't have plans to be here tomorrow. I'm leaving early in the morning, and me and my girls are gonna go to a bridal shower that's about 2.5 hours away. So that's gonna be a long day, and I kind of want to get breakfast and have lunch prepped and dinner in the crock pot for tomorrow. So let me share with you what I am doing right now. I cooked all of it up in my cast iron. I just sprinkled it. Actually, I cooked it in the bacon grease from making the bacon for last night's dinner, which I'm pretty sure I filmed. That was the zuppa toscana. Why can I not say that? I cooked up the bacon, and then the bacon grease that was left in the cast iron, I put the chicken in there because they were chicken leg quarters, and then I put Lowry's on it. It's not very flavorful, I think, and I don't know how people get the flavor in when you've got skin on, because then you just take the skin off. So how does that flavor the chicken? I've never understood it, but I don't claim to be a brilliant person. So anyway, I have all this chicken, and this is going to be made into chicken enchiladas that I can prep today, and then I can, it can literally just be popped into the oven tomorrow. Something simple my husband can do, and we should be home for dinner tomorrow night. We should. So that's that plan. I made some breakfast bars. This is basically the Nutri-Grain bars. It's a copycat recipe. Are you okay? Yeah. It's a Nutri-Grain bar recipe from Pioneer Woman. I made fruit leather yesterday for the first time. And when you're straining all of the seeds and stuff from like blackberries and whatnot, you have like this bunch of pulp, like seed pulp. And I really didn't want that to go to waste, so I layered it down like this, and then I took a blueberry jam that I had and layered it on top, because just a thin layer is not enough. And the idea with that is, if I can get it up, to kind of make these simple breakfast bars. The last time I made these, it was a flop, and making this with gluten-free flour ends up being kind of crumbly, but there you go. So yeah, I have this prep for breakfast. There should be still plenty of leftovers for lunch. Like we still have some of this baked mac and cheese, because you really only need a little bit with that. So I will probably not get to filming tomorrow. Sunday, I never get to filming. Sunday is kind of a grab what you can and dash onto church. This would be another great thing. We'll see if I have any left. And then when we get home, we pull out for leftovers. I do not anticipate that there being any leftovers unless there's leftovers of the enchiladas, which is a great possibility. And if there are no leftovers, I have things like cheese, and salami that we can make just basic, like something to eat. I have potatoes that I can throw in the Instapot and we can just do a baked potato bar. So I have a couple options for that. And then dinner, I always have my sisters over. And I know that we're going to do, I have one bag of the what I call the Sodbuster strawberries. It's the strawberries that we grew. I have one bag left. We're going to have that with some angel food cake. We're going to have something with chicken thighs. I'm not really sure yet. I might do my Greek one lemon pan. I know that's a hit, but we didn't have it too long ago, so it may not it may not be used. I don't know. I might do some chicken chili. I don't know. But I kind of want to use up some of my chicken. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the plan. That is probably, I guess you can see my face, my blue face, because I don't have good lighting in here. That will be the wrap up for what we have planned for this week. Yeah, so right now I have all the bones going on the stove to make just a basic chicken broth. I might even take the chicken thighs and just make a chicken and noodle soup. That actually kind of sounds a little bit good, and I think it's supposed to be a little bit cold on Sunday. So I may just do that and then put together like some Red Lobster cheesy biscuits. I'm talking myself into this. Yes, I am. Okay, so that might be it. That might be what we have, and this will be it for this video. And then I will see you next week. Again, we're just working through our pantry, kind of just working things down and really utilizing the mobile food pantry as much as we can. Speaking of mobile food pantry, there's still things that we can be using throughout this week. So if you follow my mobile food pantry hauls, I tend to incorporate them into each meal, whether I use them as they were intended or not. Like all of the past mobile food pantries, we've gotten a bunch of berries. Well, yesterday I had enough berries to make a batch of fruit leather. So that was really exciting. Again, not something that I use week by week, but a little bit down the road, I was able to do that. All right, I'm going to stop here. Thank you, and I will see you next time.